Hey everybody, it's Howard the Condo Man, and I decided that I would talk about the IPRO Realty fiasco before everybody else does. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard of IPRO Realty. Basically, Rico came out and somehow realized that they were scamming everybody out of trust money. So initially they said $10 million, but it sounds like it was rounded up from $8 million that was stolen from the IPRO Realty trust account. There are so many aspects to this, all of them being negative. But just the basic information, it sounds like iPro Realty used trust money that they weren't supposed to use. It sounds like the owners used it for personal spendings. And probably, I assume that Rico found out because clients started to complain that transactions weren't closing or weren't getting paid or whatever the case is. Um, there's no other way that they could have found out unless they did it, unless they happened to do an audit and realized that there was a massive shortfall. So the first negative impact of this is that deals are not going to be closing. While there is a certain insurance policy that every real estate brokerage has in real estate that covers part of the trust money, my understanding it only covers up to $4 million in total. So that means that the other 4 million won't be covered. It will be prorated, so about half of the deposits won't be lost, but the other half will be lost. That's terrible. I'm really sorry for any clients that bought with iPro as a listing agent. It's really terrible. I'm sorry for any agents that work there because a lot of their deals won't close, and that's not their fault. But this is a big chain reaction. Someone sells something where iPro is a listing agent. That deal doesn't close because the deposit is no longer there, or because the banks now draw a red flag with every single iPro transaction, which they will, by the way. Then that seller has bought something else. Their transaction won't close. This ripple effect can go on to destroy a big part of the market. It'll keep lawyers in business, I'll say that. But from an actual real estate transactional point of view, it's a massive ripple effect that can have waves of issues that cut across many deals. So that's one negative thing. Another negative thing, I don't think that consumers or even realtors are now going to look at real estate brokerages in the same way. I can tell you, being the broker of record, that the trust account is really not scrutinized regularly unless someone complains or unless you're audited. No one really knows what's going on. Now, as long as you're closing transactions regularly, it's very hard to take money without someone noticing, unless you're running like a quasi Ponzi scheme and there's so much money, which I guess is possible with these large brokerages, that you've always got something to cover the overage. I mean, I've never thought of this before. I always routinely tell clients, yeah, no problem, it's held in trust, the deal closes, nothing ever happens. So this is a little bit eye-opening. It's eye-opening for me. It's going to be eye-opening for other realtors and partly for the public. And there's really not much we can do about it. This actually extends to lawyers too. It's not just a real estate brokerage problem. Lawyers also have trust accounts, and actually there's been more lawyers recently that have been doing fraudulent stuff than this one real estate brokerage. So I guess for the public, maybe put lower deposits. That's the best outcome that I can think from all this is put lower deposits. I guess Rico can go auditing real estate brokerages more often. They just audited me last year, which is the first time in 10 years. Those are really the best measures that we can take in our industry and that consumers can take if the sellers will even allow lower deposits. What other negative things? Consumers are just going to be less trusting in it. That's never good. Anyways, it's Howard the Condo Man. If anyone did a transaction, with iPro, or if you're listed with iPro, which now switched to iDream, strangely, and you want a new listing agent that's going to do a better job, you can trust, you can text me 647-892-6636, or you can email me howard@howardthecondoman.com. Thanks, and have a great day.